A typical Hatha Yoga class usually includes a series of physical poses and breathing techniques which target and are designed to stimulate all chakras in the body, making it complete, wholesome yoga practice. Namaskar, my name is Madhura Bhagwat and welcome to my YouTube channel. I am here to bring to you the teachings of yoga not only limited to its physical practice but also Pranayama, sharkriya, Ayurveda, yoga therapy and its philosophy, making this channel perfect for yoga enthusiasts, practitioners as well as yoga teachers. I publish 2 classes each week, so if you wish to be notified about them, don't forget to like and comment to this video and hit the subscribe button. Your support encourages me to do better and create more information-packed classes. Hatha Yoga is one of the most commonly practiced classes in India. Although they can appear to be slower paced, they are quite challenging due to their longer holds and rhythmic controlled breathing. Hatha Yoga clearly differentiates poses from Pranayama and Kriya and therefore does not include ujjayi breathing during yoga poses. It encourages sthira, that is steady, and sukha, comfortable, to make the yoga practice meditative and discourages heavy, loud breathing. Hatha Yoga uses postures intended to basically calm the mind and breathing, preparing you for relaxation and meditation. Although I will be offering variations and modifications, if you wish to make your practice more comfortable and accessible, it would be a really good idea to have a couple of yoga blocks handy. So let's meet on our mats. Starting in any seated comfortable position so that your spine is upright, shoulders roll back, chest forward. You can either place your palms in chin mudra touching the index with your thumb, or you could simply place your palms onto your knees. Observing the flow of your breaths in and out of the body and beginning to let go of anything that was happening until now, drawing all your awareness towards this present moment. Slowing down any lingering thoughts or starting to pause your mental activities in observing your inhales and exhales, noticing the quality of your breaths as you breathe in and breathe out. If your breaths are long or short, if they are soft or forceful, if they are deep or shallow, simply being aware of them. Gradually drawing your awareness inwards towards all the felt sensations deep within you, and starting to notice the relationship between your body, breath, and mind, and taking this time, this opportunity to gently beginning to rest and ground yourself before we begin to take shapes on the mat. Staying here just for a few more moments and starting to notice the sensations created by your breath towards the tip of your nose, the walls of the nostrils, your windpipe and the lungs on each inhalation and exhalation. On each in-breath, noticing the coolness of the external air, and on each exhale, noticing the warmth in your breath. We will now be starting with Shwasana Marga Shuddi Kriya practice. Shwasana means your breath, Marga means the passage or the channel, and Shuddi Kriya means the cleansing technique. This breathing involves active exhalation and passive inhalation. What this means is that your body will naturally breathe in or take breaths in between every exhalation. We will be blowing out first through the right nostril. So for this practice, we will start by taking our left hand thumb close to the left nostril. Inhale through both and start. Releasing your thumb, feel free to blow your nostrils in between if you still have any congestion. This time taking your right hand thumb close to your right nostril. You will start by taking a deep breath in through both your nostrils, then gently closing, and let's start. Slowly releasing your thumb. Now we will start with both our nostrils. So take a deep breath in. Slowly releasing your palms, observing the flow of your breaths and the quality of your breathing. Gently drawing your hands at the heart center, slowly begin to rub your palms, placing them on your eyelids, feeling the warmth of your palms, massaging your forehead, the sides of the eyes, your cheeks and chin, and gently begin to open your eyes. Let's start by coming onto our fours, keeping shoulder width distance between your palms, hip width distance between your knees. Inhaling, arching into your spine, lifting your chest and chin for Marjarasana A. Exhaling to curling into your back, chin to your chest for Marjarasana B. Inhaling to arch. Deep breath out to curl into your back. Starting to wake up your spine here. Inhaling to arch. Deep breath out to curl. Inhale, dropping your abdomen, lifting your chest and chin. And as you exhale, pressing your navel towards your spine, drawing your chin to your chest. Coming back into neutral spine, this time you work on straightening your right leg out, keeping it onto your toes. Moving into Tripada Marjariasana, inhale, right leg lifts. Make sure you're not arching into your lower back or dumping your weight in your lower spine. You want to engage your midsection by drawing your navel in so that there is no arching at the lower back. Inhale and exhale here. Flexing your right foot as if you're pressing the back wall with the sole of the foot. And simply focusing on your breaths. Slowly lowering down your leg, drawing your right knee in. And let's repeat the same thing on the other side by straightening your left leg out. And then gently on your next inhale, lift your left leg up. Focusing on deep in breaths in out here. To integrate the concept of sthira, that is steady, and sukha, that is comfortable, in your Hatha Yoga practice, it's always a good option to close your eyes and focus on your breaths. Slowly dropping your left leg down, gently draw your knee in, back to center. Tucking your toes under, lifting your knees and pressing back in your first downward facing dog. Inhales and exhales here. On your next inhale, lift high up onto your toes and gently start to tiptoe forward in between your palms, keeping approximately a foot distance from top of the mat. Inhaling to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold. Inhaling, halfway lift, lengthening your spine. Exhale to fold. Micro bending into your knees, chin tucked to your chest. Inhale to roll yourself all the way up with your head coming up in the end. Inhale, lifting your hands over your head. Exhale, hands at the heart center. Beginning to ground yourself here through all four corners of your feet, lengthening your spine, drawing your tailbone down, lifting the chest up. Taking deep in breaths in out. On your next inhale, circling your hands over your head, and gently as you exhale, you lean to your right side for Chakrasana. Releasing your right hand here and letting it hang, and using the left side of the body, lengthening your spine to keep leaning to your right. Deep breaths. Inhale, drawing back to center. And as you exhale, you start to lean towards your left. This time releasing your left hand and allowing it to hang, and allowing the gravity to do its work. Extending from the right side of your body as well as from the left to keep leaning towards the left. Deep breaths. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, gently rising up, lifting your hands over your head, and exhaling, hands at the heart center. We will now be going into Vrkshasana, tree pose, for which you start by folding your right leg, drawing the sole of your right foot at the inner thigh of the left. You can start by drawing your hands at the heart center, and once you're comfortable with your balance, you can lift your hands over your head. Avoid pressing the left side of the hip out. Instead, work on lengthening, lifting from the side body to reach higher. Your energy line goes in two directions, from your tailbone down and from your fingers high up towards the ceiling. Deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Inhaling, hands at the heart center, and exhale, gently release. Let's repeat the same thing on the other side by folding your left leg this time. Hands at the heart center to start with. And once you find your balance, slowly begin to lift your hands over your head. Avoid dumping your entire weight onto your right foot. Instead, work on being slightly lighter onto your right leg by lifting the body up high. Deep breathing in and out of the nose. Slowly begin to draw your hands at the heart center and exhale, gently release your legs. Take a deep breath in and deep breath out. On your next inhale, circling your hands over your head, joining your palms, turning your gaze up. Exhale in a flat back, slowly begin to fold forward and down. Inhale, halfway lift, Dronasana. Exhaling to step back in plank. Inhale, exhale, knee, chest, chin down for Ashtanga Namasakarasana. Inhale to Cobra, Bhujangasana. Gently starting to tuck your toes under, pressing up onto your fours, and then gently pressing back in Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog, or Parvatasana, mountain, with your feet together. Then gently stepping forward to slowly come to seated position, and then gently lying down onto your back. Taking deep in breaths and out here. We will now be preparing for Utthita Dwi Padasana. Utthita is to lift, Dvi is two, and Pada means your legs. So as the name suggests, we will be lifting both our legs against the gravity, for which you draw your feet together, hands by the side of your body. Inhale to lift your legs to approximately 40 degrees. You could modify this posture by placing your palms under your hips if you suffer from lower back pain or an injury. You can always close your eyes and draw your awareness, your focus towards your abdomen, and feel it move as you inhale and exhale. Slowly beginning to now lower your legs towards the mat, keeping comfortable distance between your legs, hands by the side of your body, palms turned up towards the ceiling. In Hatha practice, we usually repeat 2 to 3 rounds of every posture. So if you wish to practice further the same, feel free to pause this video and then continuing with your second and third round. We will now be preparing for Dronasana. Dronasana looks similar to that of Navasana boat pose, but in Dronasana, you're lifting your entire body by balancing on your hips, and your toes and eyes are in one line, unlike in Navasana where your legs are higher than your head. Drona traditionally used to be a bowl made out of dried leaves. So our body represents that, and therefore the name of the pose. Taking deep in breaths in out. Inhale and exhale. And slowly begin to lower down towards the mat to relax. Gently begin to draw your feet together for wind-free pose, Pawana Muktasana. Inhale to lift your legs up to 40 degrees. And as you exhale, you bend your knees towards your chest. Wrapping your hands around your shins, you can interlock your fingers, hold opposite wrist, opposite elbows. Take a deep breath in. Exhale to lift your forehead towards your knees. On each inhale, you want to focus on lifting your shoulder blades off the mat. And exhale, you draw your knees in towards the chest. Make sure you're lifting with the strength of your abdomen rather than pressing your neck too strong to hold there. Focusing on deep in breaths in out. Pawana Muktasana is a beautiful posture to stimulate your Manipura chakra, that is solar plexus, increase the blood flow towards your digestive system, and helps you release any gases or burping. On your next inhale, gently start to lower your head down towards the mat. Exhale, release your palms by the side of your body. Inhale, straightening your legs to 40 degrees. And as you exhale, gently release your legs towards the mat. And slowly relax. Now slowly begin to turn onto your right side and draw yourself up to seated position. And this time we'll begin by lying onto our belly. First starting with Makarasana, keeping one forearm on top of the other and resting your forehead on your arm to keep your neck neutral. Keeping comfortable distance between your legs with your heels and toes turned slightly out. We will now be preparing for Bhujangasana Cobra, for which you draw your palms next to your chest, gently drawing your chin onto the mat. Elbows are lifted. Feet together. On your next inhale, using your back muscles, you lift your torso up. So the idea is that you're not pressing yourself up, but you're using the strength of your back to lift up. Which means if you have to lift your hands off, you should still continue to remain where you reach. Placing your chin parallel to the mat, gently closing your eyes and observing your breathing cycles as you inhale and exhale. On each inhalation, you lift higher, and exhale, you hold where you reach. Slowly begin to lower down, moving into Makarasana again, taking one forearm on top of the other and forehead onto your arm. Keeping comfortable distance between your legs to gently relax yourself. We will now be preparing for Shalabhasana. Shalabha means locust or grasshopper. So just as the grasshopper has its hind part lifted, we are doing something similar. With your legs together, hands by the side, making slight fist with your palm, chin on the mat. Inhale, slowly begin to lift your legs up together. Deep breaths here. Inhale and exhale. You will be using the strength of your hamstrings, your hip flexors, to not just lift your shin bones or your knees off the mat, but focus on drawing all from your thigh up towards the toes, all the way up. Inhaling and exhaling softly. Slowly take a deep breath in. And gently begin to release your legs towards the mat, coming back into Makarasana, crocodile. We will now be preparing for Dhanurasana, bow pose. Dhanu comes from the word Dhanusha, means the bow of the bow and arrow. So grabbing hold of your ankles, chin on the mat. Inhale, lift your heels away from the body and your knees up. And now your legs will start to lift your torso up. As the body balances onto your belly, with each inhalation and exhalation, you will notice your body sway a little. Keep your focus onto your breaths. You can always close your eyes to draw your awareness inwards. Staying here just for a few more breaths. Work on releasing your facial muscles or any tension on your face. And simply work on softening your breaths. Take a deep breath in here. And deep breath out. Inhaling. And this time, as you exhale, slowly begin to release yourself back onto the mat to come into Makarasana, crocodile. Now drawing your palms next to your chest, tuck your toes under, slowly press back into child's pose, Balasana. Inhale, gently lift up, crossing your legs, you come to seated position. We'll be moving into Paschimottanasana, seated forward fold, for which you draw your feet together, straight legs. Then take a deep breath in, lengthening your spine. Exhale, slowly begin to fold forward towards the legs. Drawing your toes back. On each inhale, you want to work on lengthening your spine. And exhale, you fold further. Always make sure your breaths and your movements synchronize with each other. So whenever you're folding towards the gravity, you're always exhaling. And when you lift against the gravity, you always inhale. Observing your breathing cycles. And finding sthira, that is steadiness, and sukha, comfortable, into your posture. Hatha is more of a work in instead of a work out. So integrating those principles into your practice. On your next inhale, slowly begin to draw yourself up. And exhale, releasing your hands at the back, keeping comfortable distance between your legs. Gently relax. We will now be preparing for Vrkshasana. Vakra means a twist, for which you begin by folding your right leg so that the arch of your right foot is next to your left knee. Inhale, left hand lifts, and as you exhale, you twist your right, either by hugging your knee from the outside or dropping your left triceps on the outside of your right knee. Make sure you're not putting pressure onto your right hand. You could use it for support, but use your back muscles to keep lengthening your spine and exhaling to twist further. Inhale and exhale. Keeping your left leg active, draw your toes back. Inhaling, slowly turn your gaze forward. Exhale to unfold your hands and legs. Let's repeat the same thing on the other side. So this time you fold your left leg. Exhaling, you twist your left. Again, on each inhale, focus on lifting, lengthening your spine. Exhale, you twist further. Keeping your right leg active, draw your toes back. Inhale and exhale. On your next inhale, turn your gaze forward. Exhale, unfold your hands and legs. And this time we'll begin by lying down on our backs, moving into the inversion series or the closing series. So this time drawing your feet together, hands by the side of your body, preparing for halasana or plough pose. On your next inhale, lift your legs to 90 degrees. And then slowly lifting your hip off the mat, gently drop your toes towards the back. You can either continue to place your palms by the side, with your palms turned down towards the mat. You can interlock your fingers, or you could interlock your fingers over your head. On each inhale, focus on turning your tailbone towards the ceiling. Exhale, you can walk your toes further back. I won't be going into the full expression or the final expression of the posture, as I have a bit of neck injury. But you could always continue to do so by lengthening your spine and walking your toes further back away from your head. This pose focuses on Vishuddhi Chakra or throat chakra. Now slowly releasing your palms onto the mat and then gently supporting your lower back with your palms. Begin to lift your legs up to 90 degrees towards the ceiling for Viparita Karani Mudra. Viparita means topsy-turvy or inverted. And it's one of the mudras, although it looks like a posture or could be considered as an asana or posture. You can either keep your gaze towards your toes or you can gently close your eyes to stay here. Focusing on your deep breaths, inhale and exhale. Observing the flow of your breaths in and out of the body. This is also good posture for those who have standing jobs, such as teachers, who are constantly working on their legs. Slowly starting to lower your legs towards the back, gently releasing your palms onto the mat. Little by little, starting to lower your back towards the mat so that your legs are at 90 degrees. And then flexing your feet, you draw your legs down towards the mat. We'll be preparing for Ardha Matsyasana and half fish pose. For that, you'll take your palms under your hips, lifting the chest, drawing your elbows in. You drop the crown of the head towards the mat. On each inhale, focus on lifting your chest up higher. And on each exhale, you draw your head further in towards the body. Inhaling and exhaling. Inhale, slowly release your head. Exhale, releasing your palms. To now come into Shwasana, our final resting pose. Keeping comfortable distance between your legs, hands by the side of your body, palms turned up towards the ceiling. Wiggling your shoulders away from the ears to lengthen the sides of the neck. Allowing your fingers to curl naturally. Heels and toes turned out. And once you're ready, slowly begin to close your eyes. Starting to find stillness in your posture. On each inhalation, noticing the expansion of your abdomen and chest. And on each exhale, noticing your chest and abdomen sink towards the spine. Drawing your awareness inwards towards all the felt sensations deep within. And consciously scanning through your body, from your toes little by little all the way up towards the crown of the head. And guiding each and every part of the body to relax itself completely. All you need for doing yoga is your body, the way it is, and your mind to say, you are fine. There is nothing that needs fixing before you can begin. One flow of energy and breath connects the full depth and breadth of consciousness. There is nowhere to go but here. No time but now. No why or how or maybe. Just this knowing, simple and complete, that I am already what I thought I had to seek. Starting to draw your awareness back to your breathing. Taking deep in breaths in out. Gently beginning to wiggle your toes and fingers, drawing your feet together, and then slowly turning onto your right side, making a cushion of your right hand and resting your head on it. On your next inhale, gently drawing yourself up to any seated position so that your spine is upright, shoulders roll back, chest forward. You can either place your palms onto your knees or keep them in chin mudra by taking your index and your thumb, turning your palms towards the ceiling and hands approximately straight at the elbows. We'll close our practice with alternate nostril breathing. For that, you will take your right hand and the last two fingers of your right hand close to your left nostril. Then you will take a deep breath in through both your nostrils. Close your left nostril and breathe out through right. Inhaling through right. Closing your right nostril, exhale through your left. Breathe in through left. Close your left nostril, breathe out through right. Inhale through right. Exhaling through left. Inhale through left. Exhaling through right. Breathe in through right. Close your right, breathe out through left. Breathe in through left. Exhaling through right. Inhale through right. Exhale through left. Inhale through left. Exhaling through right. Slowly release your palms to observe your breaths. Observe the quality of your thoughts. Being grateful for today's practice, slowly begin to draw your palms towards your forehead. Taking a deep inhale here. Exhale. If you've enjoyed today's practice, give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. Thank you.